might go in on this, yo. Godzilla versus King Kong, what a sight to see. I'm super happy I got to stream it on my TV. The dragon lizard has his own dynasty, and Skull Island is where my man wants to be. Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla. 11's back again. King Kong has a new friend. Now let the long journey to Hollow Earth begin. A whole new creatures trying to kill you. Kong, will it end? Zilla and Maka, will they ever be friends? Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla, King Kong, Godzilla. Ooh, monster fight. Light your back up, punch your slides. Grab and stomp to my delight. Turn around and zap him twice. On his arm, Godzilla bite. Team together and unite. Don't worry, it turned out right. It turned out right. Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla. It turned out right? Team well, Zilla. Kind of. Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong. Movie bars. Did she say movie bars? Nikki with the movie bars. Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong. Tell me which one do you like? I don't want them to fight. It's gonna be alright. How can I choose? Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong, Team Zilla, Team Kong. What team are you on? Nikki whipped it up. Hello, Nick streamers. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, as you can see, I got movie bars and reviews on my channel. So make sure you subscribe because I got all different types of reviews on shows and different things, and we have a whole bunch of fun. And remember, if you have movie bars, make sure you go to my about section on my channel and email me your bars of about a minute and a half or less, and I'll put it on my channel. You never know, so make sure you do that. Anyway, let's get into Godzilla versus King Kong. You know we have to get into this. Let's get into this awesome movie right now. Alright, guys. Of course, I start with the good, the bad, and interesting. Of course, I took up a lot of time with my song, so I had to do the song, guys. Make sure you check it out. Anywhere you listen to a podcast, make sure you check it out too. So let's get into some good. So it's a good for this movie, long awaited. As you know, it came out on HBO Max, and I streamed it like a million times, so I can give you this review. I enjoyed it as well. Of course, my girl 11 is back. Yes, I call her 11. She is back. Of course, the star of the show, I think, is King Kong. He dominated. His storyline was awesome. What they did with him is awesome. Even the little native girl, they taught him sign language, and his best friend now that he's protected her, and the other ladies also protecting her. I love the storyline, and so it's, you know, that has to be in the good for me. Also, what's good for me, I'm sorry, I got my notes here. lot of detailed monster fights. I'm here for the monster fights. As you can hear from my bars, I love me a monster fight. And they gave me some detail, and they gave me a bunch of them, enough to satisfy what I was looking for. I don't know how you feel. Make sure you leave your comments down below. So I also just loved how the compassion I saw from Godzilla right at the end when they were fighting, and he saw that Kong wasn't backing down. He said, okay, you know, he kind of shook his head and was like, yeah, okay, I'm giving you respect. I caught that. I don't know if you guys caught that, but it was amazing. And I really like how they threw that in there. He, Godzilla, since that Mecha Godzilla was being assembled, being made, he knew it was a threat. That's why he attacked the apex, and he was right on top of it. Nobody else knew what was going on. I just thought he was going crazy, except for 11. She was on it, and her crew, which I love, by the way. The conspiracy theory guy, all that ended up kind of being true, most of it being true, which is, usually the case, allegedly sometimes. But that was pretty cool. I also thought, the CGI, I gotta say, was very impressive. I did like it more than I liked the first movie. Obviously, they didn't fight in that, but the previous movies of Godzilla and, King Kong, of course, I do love those movies respectively, but this is just a better overall movie. It was more of what I was looking for, and maybe I was just waiting for it for a long time. Some people might not like it. I liked it. But anyway, that was in the good for me. Let's move on to, I give you the bad and interesting. Let's get into some bad. Bad for me was, I got so mad even, is when, Godzilla was coming. They were on the aircraft carrier, and they knew he was coming. They took so long to get the shackles off of King Kong to be able to defend himself. Even the leading scientist was like, let him go. He's a sitting duck out there. They still took forever. They waited until he was underwater and the boat was capsized before they finally went in and let him go. And then he, of course, I don't want to spoil it too much, but of course all my reviews are spoilers, so sorry, but yeah, that happened. Anyway, that was bad for me, and I was kind of upset also about it. At times, I guess it could be a little corny, a little cheesy, the three amigos sort of, living in her and her crew, but it is what it is. It totally makes up for it with the other CGI and the fights. I'm totally here for all that stuff. So, just let me know what but I did catch some of that. So I guess that would be a bad thing that some people would feel. A little cheesy at times, but then some predictable stuff at times. But I gotta say, the monster fights just made up for stuff. So, yay. So that was the bad. Even though I said yay, that was the bad for me. Let's get into some interesting.
Tell me, which one do you like?
Interesting for me. Got my notes here.
It's gonna be all right.
How King Kong bows to no one. He's afraid of nothing. Let me explain this. He's the king of Skull Island, but no, he's king of the planet. He doesn't care. Godzilla is 1,000,000 feet tall, and he does not care. And even when Godzilla has clearly just mopped the floor with him, had his foot on his, just ready, he was actually dying. And I also caught on to the fact that they did which was also interesting, that they put the thing, a plane kind of on his chest that, was so powerful that it jump-started his heart back up because it was slowing down. They did a similar thing with Godzilla in the previous movie, previous to this, with a nuclear device, if you remember that. Then the guy sacrificed himself. So I caught that little connection there. There's a lot of little connections that if you really rewatch it, you can see it, but that's a different story. But anyway, so that was kind of some interesting stuff for me, but let me know what you caught, what you thought. And King Kong bows to no one. And it's always interesting to see how brave he is and how he actually just comes to the rescue so many times. Even though Godzilla helps him, especially with that hammer, that device he finds in his home, I don't want to spoil too much, but in his Hollow Earth, where his people are originally from, he finds a weapon that actually gets charged, just like similar to the back of Godzilla. It is amazing, and they end up helping each other. I just love that. So interesting to me. Anyway, let me know what you thought about Godzilla versus Kong, however you want to say it, Kong versus Godzilla. Hey, I don't judge. And let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time. Peace.